The chief developer for Shiba Inu, Satoshi Kusama, just published an update that all Shiba Inu owners need to know about. We have to do this action in order to get ready to introduce the Shibarium Layer 2 solution. Continue watching this video as a consequence. I'll also provide a few more significant upgrades, so listen through until the very end. Withdrawal. I'd like to briefly talk about a Shiba Eternity update first, though, before we move on to the Satoshi update. Thus, it is well known that the Shiba Eternity development team is always making updates to the game to give players the greatest experience. The game now has a new patch available. The version is called Shiba 1.16 Changelog, and it comes with several amazing new features. Furthermore, a problem that might have resulted in the game crashing has been fixed. Thus, you ought to give it a try if you like the game. Here's Satoshi's most recent. Recently, Twitter user Ragnar Shib posted an interesting screenshot to his page. "Keep the popcorn on the ready" is the only thing written in a message that Satoshi sent on the Shiba Inu Telegram, as seen in the screenshot. You're not the only one who is pondering what this might signify. But Satoshi is not the first person to use riddles. In any case, I believe Satoshi is alluding to the publication of Shibarium, if I had to make a guess. If he instructs us to prepare our popcorn, it's probably so we can watch the explosion that happens when Shibarium is launched. It also seems like Shibarium Beta will be launched shortly based on this message. There seems to be a lot of agreement in the tweet's comment section. But if you think it might be anything different, please let us know in the comments area of the video. Remember that the majority of the Shiba Inu community and many others in the broader crypto world are looking forward to Shibarium's release. Indeed, there are currently almost 59,000 followers on the special Shibarium Network Twitter account. Therefore, it would be illogical for Satoshi to be making any other kind of hint right now. However, I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. Moving on, did you know that in 2022, cryptocurrencies will achieve a new high? In other words, a good one. Despite the obvious difficulties facing the cryptocurrency sector, many see this as a chance to enter the space at a reduced rate. Crypto.com reports that there are now more than 425 million cryptocurrency owners worldwide. The business clarified that their study is predicated on a mix of internal data, survey analysis, and on-chain data from Ethereum and Bitcoin. The number of Bitcoin owners estimated by another company is supported by this report. Updates according to Bitcoin, AAA is another organization that recently assessed the number of cryptocurrency owners worldwide. We estimated global crypto ownership rates at an average of 4.2% as of 2023, with over 420 million crypto users worldwide, the company noted. As a result, in 2022, more people purchased cryptocurrencies. Luckily, a good chunk of the sum went toward buying Shib. You would have seen that thousands of people continued to join the Shiba Inu community virtually every day if you followed Shiba Inu last year. In 2023, we anticipate seeing more of this. Going back to Shibarium, the industry-leading hardware wallet manufacturer, Ledger has recently declared that it will support Shibarium after it is released. A fan of Shiba Inu asked if they would be providing support for the Layer 2 platform. They said that Shibarium is already on their roadmap in their affirmative response. They went on to say that we ought to wait for any updates. As mentioned earlier, Ledger is the top manufacturer of hardware wallets worldwide. It's astounding that they have plans to incorporate the platform and, like the rest of us, are eager for Shibarium to release. Additionally, Shibarium will receive a much-needed lift from being exposed to a broad spectrum of audiences during that onboarding process. People with different backgrounds in crypto may choose to develop their projects on Shibarium as a result of this exposure. That is the path that Shibarium will take. Let's move on to talk about Shiba Inu and making money. On this channel, we've covered a lot of stories of people who profited from Shib investments by timing their purchases. For a straightforward reason, not every Shib investor, though, became wealthy from their investments. Many of them were paper pushers, quick to sell their tokens when things went wrong. If you know anything about Shiba Inu's history of dropping zeros, you know that it started with 9 zeros and then added one more. Several investors must have been scared off by that extra zero and sold their tokens. Unfortunately for them, the next year Shiba Inu inflated, making billionaires out of those who stuck with it. But this isn't financial advice, nor am I giving you instructions on what to do. Don't forget to do your own research. Now, let's move on. A well-known economist and investor just released a crucial graphic that he thinks all investors should look at. The volatile markets of over 2 decades ago are depicted in this S&P chart, which was just tweeted. At least 2 failed efforts at market breakouts occurred during the dot-com bubble. We might see the exact scenario happening in the foreseeable future as both crypto and traditional assets are slowly reaching local resistance levels, which might confirm Burry's theory, claims You Today, citing the strong dependence between the traditional and digital asset markets. In essence, this expert is saying that, similar to the dot-com boom, the cryptocurrency market will attempt to balloon but fail. What about you, though? As you consider that, you may want to consider something that You Today brought up. Prior to that, though, this station is giving away 100,000 SHIB per day. All you have to do to be eligible to enter the giveaway is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment below. #ShibaInu wishing you luck. Investors are less interested in riskier assets like stocks, cryptocurrencies, and so forth as a result of the high interest rates. Retail actors take charge and start pushing certain assets upward when markets are under a lot of pressure and most institutional players decide to remain out of them. But significant reforms are impossible to accomplish without institutional support, and in the end, all of the purchasing power that arose during a slump serves as fodder for still another downturn. I'm still interested in your opinion, though. Remember that this is not financial advice as well. Let's go on. A whale recently bought a non-Shiba Inu token. This whale clearly bought Bone for $1.5 million with the intention of launching Shibarium. Considering that this whale is buying Bone for the first time, this makes more sense. Bone's value has increased by 70% since the release of Shibarium in January, and it is currently valued at over $1. It's highly likely that anyone purchasing Bone at this time want to use them as delegators or validators on the Shibarium blockchain, which needs a significant quantity of Bone tokens. To act as a delegator or validator, you must have 10,000 Bone tokens. Anyhow, one more thing before we end this day here. The founder of Cardano, Charles Hoskinson, predicts significant changes in the regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies by 2025. He stated that we have a window of 6 to 9 months this year, and that 2025 is the next one for legislative movement given the current situation of Washington and the fact that 2024 is an election year. I would have said 2023 before FTX, but I now believe 2025 is the best date. Do you concur, particularly in light of the U.S. government's long-term observation of the cryptocurrency business? Kindly provide your feedback in the space provided below. We have now reached the conclusion of this video. Please like the video and don't forget to leave a comment in the space provided if you liked it. This is a huge assistance for the YouTube algorithm. Additionally, kindly forward this video to as many people as you can in order to spread the word about this news.